Listening is to improve your overall English, to improve your grammar, to improve your sentence structure, to improve your vocabulary, and very importantly, to improve your speaking skills. English. Hello, everybody. How are you all? Hope you're doing great. So, welcome back to another session of improving your English speaking skills with me. And not just English speaking skills, but today's lesson is focused on your listening skills too. Yes, your listening skills, because we all know that in order to improve our speaking, we have to listen a lot in English. Listening is important. We cannot neglect listening. Listening is important. Now, listening is important, but what to listen? A lot of times I get this query, ma'am, what should we listen? And how to practice our listening. So, I'm going to tell you today 5 methods through which you can practice your English listening skills. 5 things you must listen to improve your English. So, are you all ready for this? I'm Shivangi Gupta, your CELTA certified English language tutor, certified by the University of Cambridge, the UK. And before beginning, please subscribe the channel so that you can get all the lessons that I upload on the channel just for you all. Please like the video and share it with your friends too. Now coming back to today's lesson, that is the 5 things you must listen in order to improve your English. Now listening is very important, and these 5 things that I have included in today's lesson, they will help you develop not only your listening skills, but they're going to help you improve your English. Not just your listening, but in turn, this is going to improve your overall English, which is then going to reflect in your speaking. English speaking. So let's begin with all the 5 things now. Let's not waste any time, and let's begin with the 5 things that you must listen. Out of these all 5 things that I'm going to tell you today in this lesson, number 5 is my favorite, my personal favorite, and everyone loves that particular platform. So wait for number 5 because this is going to be great. Now, without wasting any further time, let's learn about all these 5 things that you must listen in order to improve your English. Let's begin. Number 1. Number 1 is news. Yes, news. Now, news is a great way to listen to good form of English, and a form of English that is used in the present time. So the present usage of word, present usage of English, because language keeps on changing. Obviously not every day, but over a period of decades, maybe 3 decades, 4 decades, it keeps on changing a little bit. The way you use a word, the way you're forming sentences, the way you're using a particular tone, intonation, it changes a little bit. There are changes that occurs in a language with time and with usage. So when you're listening to news, you're listening to some present day usage of English. You're listening to the words that are in use today. You might listen to new words which are added to the dictionary. You might listen to some formal English, good formal English, depending on what kind of news you're listening to. So if you're listening to business related news, you will interact with business vocabulary. If you're listening to particular lifestyle related news, you will listen to that particular vocab. If you're listening to something from healthcare and medical sector, you're going to interact with that particular vocabulary. So you have lots and lots of opportunity to absorb good vocabulary, to learn good vocabulary while listening to news. That's why news is a great way to improve your English, because you don't even realize how many areas of English news targets your sentence structure, your vocabulary. And if you improve your sentence structures and vocabulary, a lot of speaking skills get improved. A lot of problems that you're facing while speaking English will also get improved if you listen to news every day. So listening to news in the morning is the time that I prefer. I always suggest that listening to news in the morning helps you a lot. It's beneficial. So you can listen to news every morning, and apart from that, if you're getting time in your day, at any time when you have some free time slot, you can listen to news. for 10 to 15 minutes in order to improve your English. Number two. Number two, that's audiobooks. Yes, number two is audiobooks. Now, audiobooks, what are audiobooks? Well, audiobooks are nothing but the audio version of a book. It can be a fiction, it can be a non-fiction, it can be a novel. Whatever you prefer to read, you can, instead of reading it, what you can do is you can listen to it in the form of audiobook. So audiobook is basically a narration of whatever is written in a particular book. You can call it as a kind of read aloud. That is already there. For example, I do a lot of read aloud for all of you, where I take up a novel and I read it out loud. Audiobooks are similar to that particular thing. That's the narration of whatever is written. Whatever is written in the text, it's read out by a person with intonation, expressions, the dialogues, everything. You will feel as if you are listening to a narrated story. And this is a great way to improve your listening skills. If you're fond of reading, if you're fond of short stories, novels, audiobooks, that's a great option to improve your listening skills and listen good content in English. You want to listen to the good content in English? Definitely choose audiobooks. They are available on Amazon, Apple Books. So you can choose a particular platform from where you can get good audiobooks to listen to. Listen to audiobooks and improve your English. Number three. Well, number three is radio. Now, radio is a great way to improve your English and practice your English listening skills. Why? Because you never know what's playing on the radio. That's why you get so many options to listen to different things. For example, maybe a song is playing on the radio. When you tune into it, maybe there's a talk show going on. Maybe the host, the RJ, is taking some kind of interview. Maybe a particular show on a particular topic is going on. So you have lots and lots of opportunity to listen to different things, a variety of things when you're listening to radio. And I love listening to radio whenever I go on a drive. So I'm going on a drive, I just tune into the radio. Whenever you're on a drive, that's also a great way to listen to radio and practice your listening skills. So tune into radio whenever you are commuting, you're traveling by a public transport. Still, you can listen to the radio, you can use your smartphone, you can use your radio whenever you're going somewhere, you're driving. You can tune in to the radio because radio gives you opportunity to listen to good English. And it's a really great way. It's a relaxing way and also a bit of entertaining way to listen to English, because when you put some factor of entertainment in something, it becomes automatically attractive to you. And listening to radio is always a great way to relax. So that's why it's a great way to practice your English listening skills too. So tune into an English radio station next time you're listening to radio. Number four, that's the podcasts. Yes, the podcasts. Now come on, we are talking about English listening skills. If you're talking about listening and then not including podcasts, it's like a crime, right? So podcasts are a must, obviously. When you're listening to English podcast is a must. Podcasts are a great way to improve your English listening skills and again listen to good English. You can listen to them anytime that you want. You can listen to them whenever you get free time, whenever you get some dead time, that is when you're not doing something productive. For example, you're commuting, you're waiting in a queue, or maybe you're waiting for some order at a restaurant, you're sitting idly. What to do? That's your dead time. Tune into a podcast. That is what you have to do. So podcast is something that you can listen to anytime that you want, and you can listen to a particular podcast on a particular topic in a particular field. For example, it can be related to sports, it can be related to lifestyle, it can be related to motivation, it can be related to education, whatever you want to. listen to podcast and improve your English. Now, from where to get good podcasts? So, I have already made a lesson for you on podcasts. Five podcasts. Five podcasts that will improve your English that you must listen to. So, tune into this particular lesson so that you can know about five best podcasts to listen to in order to improve your English. Now, let's come to number five. Number five, last but not the least. And as I told you in the beginning, this is the most important thing that you must listen to. This is something that's everybody's favorite and my personal favorite, that is YouTube. Yes, listen to YouTube in English. Tune into any English channel. Tune into any channel that makes content in English. It can be related to, again, any field. It can be related to vlogs, it can be interviews, it can be lifestyle, it can be related to sports, it can be related to entertainment, comedy, it can be related to maybe fashion. Whatever you like to watch on YouTube, you just have to find that particular content in English. Find English content videos on YouTube, listen to them, and improve your English. Now, why do I love YouTube? Because it is easily accessible. It's free of cost, easily accessible, lots and lots of content. It's available to you 24/7. That is, anytime, anywhere, you can tune into YouTube and listen to your favorite content. Watch your favorite videos. So when you're watching them, you're obviously listening to something. And when you're listening to it, you are improving your listening skills. Now, there's one more benefit of YouTube videos, that you can switch on those subtitles. For example, right now you can switch on subtitles on my video too. So there's this particular CC icon on the top hand side, left hand side. You will find that particular icon, and from there you can switch on the subtitles, and you can do this on any video on YouTube. If that particular video supports subtitles, you can also read subtitles in English, and you can take up my subtitle technique that I've already told you in the previous lesson. You can apply that too. So it's like double benefit. You're listening to good English and you can also practice with subtitles if you want to. You can do both of them. That's like best of both worlds, isn't it? That's why I love YouTube a lot, and this is a great platform where you can listen to good English and improve your English listening skills too. So that's it. That's it for today. These are the 5 things that you must listen in order to improve your English. Because remember, listening is not just for listening. It's not just to improve your listening, but listening is to improve your overall English, to improve your grammar, to improve your sentence structure, to improve your vocabulary, and very importantly, to improve your speaking skills, English speaking skills. So listening good content in English is very important, and today I've told you 5 things that you can listen to anytime that you want to in order to improve your English. Now I'm gonna meet you again in the new lesson. Till then, everybody, take care and bye.